96.7 to beat the A, hip hop and R&B. I am Moran, the man. Hope all is well with y'all out there. You're tuned in to 20 Infinity Live. And right now I have somebody who is making a lot of waves in the world of gospel. Goes by the name of Todd Dulaney. How you doing, sir?
What's going on, man? I'm good. Good to be in the A.
Welcome. How long you been here?
Well, this will be my second full day here. Just been working, hitting the ground, but I mean, I got a chance to get out. Went to Hard Rock Cafe last night to get something to eat. You know what I mean? So it's always good. It's a good atmosphere here.
Absolutely. I can imagine because you are here in the Bible Belt.
Yeah.
And, black churches in Atlanta are,
the thing in the world.
We got the clubs and we got the
and
black
you got
churches.
the black church.
Absolutely. So let's really dive into you because you are an artist. And, as far as your background, I assume that you've been around music your whole life. It's safe to say. You haven't? Okay, so baseball first. Okay, so how did you make the transition from baseball to music?
Man, so I was drafted when I was 18 years old. I signed with the New York Mets, and professional baseball was my dream, bro. So I got a chance to play professional baseball, and while I was playing ball, I was dabbling with singing, behind closed doors, and then I went home one off season, and I think that was the time that really it changed the game for me because I went to church with this young lady I was trying to date. And, that'll do it. right. So I went and then I ended up, man, just being so intrigued by the music. The music at the church was just so big, and I was like, "Dang, this is amazing!" And so they did an invitation, and I found myself walking up there. I'm like,
wow! So you was trying to spit game to a lady, and you wound up getting saved. Look at God.
Messed it up.
Look at God. What he doing?
And then so I stopped even talking to the girl, and I just kept going to the church. And so and I fell so deeply in love with the music ministry that I started serving with the choir, singing with the praise team, and then when spring training came back around, I just was like, nah, I think I found another purpose for life. And so my whole family and stuff, they were just kind of like, dude, you just are going through a phase. You need to go back, So I told him, I said, nah, I think I found a purpose for being alive. I'm supposed to be sharing this message. And dude, I'm talking I got Christian family, bro. They had been telling me to follow God all the way up until this point. And then when they heard me following God, they was like, no, this is not God. This is something else. You need to go get that money. So yeah, it was rough. Yeah.
But so it's safe to say that it was worth it in the end?
Oh, man, it was worth it in the end, but, man, I went through a lot. I had to learn how to stand by myself. Your family, they'll tell you what they think is best for you. And it may sound good. They wanted me to play baseball because to them that was so much financial stability that's all they could see. But, man, I learned that even financial stability is not even what you really desire if it's outside of your purpose for being alive. And so, you know what I mean? Like people get
so you
money.
can do this and be broke.
And I ain't gonna say. Well,
knock on wood. I don't want that to happen.
But you know what? I don't think you can ever do your purpose and be broke. I just don't think so. Because when you are in purpose, it's gonna attract money to you.
That's right.
Because you're doing what you purpose to do. When you do what you're purpose to do, people will pay you for that.
That's true.
You know what I mean? No matter what. And so I don't think I could ever sing, write, worship, be in the church. I don't think I could ever do this and somebody not be like, man, you know what, you're so good at this, we'll pay you to do it. Because it's actually why I'm alive. Yeah, man, baseball, that would have faded. As a matter of fact, I would be looking at retirement right now. Right. But I'm in what I'm doing now, I'm just getting started. So, it looked stupid at the time, the decision that I was making, but right now it's actually looking pretty smart.
That's good. Hey, man, we all happy for you.
Yeah, man,
I
that,
really
man.
salute anybody who's bold enough to say, you know what, forget whatever happens, I'm going to go do this thing. Whatever happens, I'm going to take whatever comes with it.
Man, bro, look, let me tell you something, man. People that change the world do that. That's the people that really make marks in the world. They learn how to stand against the popular opinion. That's true. So I watch, we could even speak to Antonio Brown. Brown, wide receiver with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Everybody was all over him the last season. Man, he's stupid, blah, blah, blah. But, man, the man just got $40 million over the next for the next 3 years.
Absolutely.
Standing on what he believes in, man. So, the world, man, they'll if you don't do what they tell you to do, they'll tell you that you're stupid until you're not stupid. And now you're leading the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, for the people who were, criticizing you, telling you what you were doing was wrong, have any of those people try to come back into your life?
Absolutely, like my brother. You know what I mean? And I say that in all respect because that's my older brother. But he even came to me and was just like, man, bro, I just didn't see it. I just didn't see you becoming a gospel singer as the right choice over baseball.
Right.
And he said, but he like acknowledged it, man. I'm talking about it, and it just felt so good. And what even feels so good now, because my brother, he's an aspiring gospel singer, and so now I get a chance to lend a hand to my brother. You know what I mean? Like I could be like, nah. Remember when you said I couldn't do it, and nah. But that's not the way you do this. You know
Absolutely
what I mean? The whole thing is that God establishes one so He can establish others. And so so I'm proud, man. A lot of people come back to me and say, man, dude, you did it. And it taught me how to like stand on my own and not listen to other people when they come to my future.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You are definitely in control of your own power.
Yeah, man.
So seeing how you are a proud Christian and you do music, what are some of the barriers I feel like you may encounter as a Christian artist? Because
That's a good question.
Yeah, because I remember, I forget her name, but the member of Mary, she got a lot of flack for making the gospel trap song that I love, God. She got a lot of flack for that. So what are some things that you've encountered?
So the thing is period, gospel and the gospel, the message of faith, it's not popular today. Like that's so, doing this is not like, you're not going to win a popularity competition doing this. And so overall, it's hard because you're living in a world where no one wants to believe that God is real. No one wants to believe. Everybody wants to try to, as best they can, discredit the Bible. Like the people are out to do it. Like they have set themselves up in the world. Like even the lawmakers and the rules, everything is against like Christian faith. So that's what I'm up against constantly. I'm up against that because now I have to try to convince people of a message of love, which is crazy to me.
In hindsight, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's strange to me. Like that, things like getting as drunk as you want to get is a popular thing. And a person that says that I don't drink is strange, which is weird. Like honestly, to me, like, society is strange to me. Like, it's backwards. You know what I mean? Like, they try to tell you to do everything based off of how you feel. Just if it makes you feel good, do it. But it makes me feel good to slap the taste out of a lot of people's mouth. But that's not good. You know what I mean? Like I would feel good if somebody says something crazy to me that I can just stomp their head in. That makes me feel good. But I can't do that. Right. And there's so many different things that I cannot do. Like, or like I hear people making arguments for children to let them be what they want to be, let them do what they want to do. I'm like, dude, my children want to run out in the street. I'm not going to allow them to do it because until they get to the place where they can actually make sound and wise decisions, it's my job to steer them in a direction. And so, you know what I mean? I'm not going to be too specific in this because, you know what I mean? Right. You don't want to be, the whole thing about the Christian faith is not being offensive, but allowing God to make the adjustments in people's hearts and lives. Right. But at the same time, man, I believe I'm called for this time to be a light in a world that doesn't want to hear anything about the light.
That's real.
So it's crazy, man.
Word. So I do feel that Christian music, well, specifically gospel music, is in an interesting time right now. Tori Kelly just won 2 Grammys. Yeah. You got artists like Lecrae that's putting on, Kurt Franklin still putting on. So how does it make you feel to be a part of this era?
Man, I feel like honored because like I was just saying that you could take it 2 ways. You can feel like I'm raised up in a time where nobody wants to hear about gospel, or you can look at it as, man, this is an honor. I'm raised up in a time where it's a challenge for me to try to introduce people to something that they really don't want to hear about. That's the challenge, and I embrace it. And that has a lot to do with my sports background. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when you play sports, a challenge is you embrace that. So now instead of looking at it as like, man, don't nobody want to hear about the gospel. No. I'm looking at it like, look, I got the message of love and hope for you. I got a message that can change your life. And so I'm embracing the challenge. So it's cool. So in this time where we're watching like gospel music really, really coming to the forefront, even in R&B, hip hop, we're all starting to lock arms and move together. It's really cool, man, because now the possibilities are endless. Because, if we lock arms, because I got a whole lot of homeboys and friends in both sports and entertainment that love God. One person that comes to mind is Quinn Cook. I connect with him with the Golden State Warriors. I connect with him often. You know what I mean? He talks to me all the time, man, I got work to do to, keep me in prayer. You know what I mean? And that just means a lot to me because you got so many people that people may not know. Right. But they love God. And so it's a great time to be a Christian. It's a great time because right right now where they hate each other. White and black is against each other. Police and civilians are against each other. But there is one message just telling everybody that love is the way and together is the way. So I got that message. So I feel like, shoot, I'm proud.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
we happy for you. So it's been brought to my attention that you were able to go to Africa and do some work.
Yeah.
So what was that experience like for you, being able to go to a place that, isn't your actual land, as far as, America and all that?
Man, so first of all, I think everybody, especially people of color, should go to Africa.
Right.
Like it is outrageously beautiful. The people are really beautiful. Like you see all shades of black that you ain't never seen before. I mean, I saw light-skinned black with green eyes, big hair. I was like, God, dog, like, what is this? You know? And so, I mean, my wife, she said, man, they are so beautiful. I was just like, man, I'm so glad you said it so I can say it out loud. Like, I was like, in my mind, like, I was just, right, I'm like, God, dog. Like, they were coming up to the product table to get to see these, and I'm just like, dog. So I mean, it's just it was home, and then not only that, we got a chance to record this album that we're releasing now on March 15th. So it's just a cool thing to know that I'm just somebody from the west side of Chicago, man, but to get a chance to fly myself and my team all the way over to South Africa and record, man, it's like one of those, it's a bucket list like moment for me. You know what I mean? Like, dude, people don't get a chance to leave their state, city.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And here I am flying all the way over to another continent and they know the songs.
Word for word.
You know what I mean? Like, they singing the songs, they coming out, they're packing places out. Dude, like, I would have never imagined my life like that, man. And so to be over there and to record this album over there with the people, man, it's cooler than anything I could have imagined for my life.
Absolutely. So is there like a film? Are you here like
there's a film. So tonight here, golly, I wish I know the name. I knew how to say the name. Chambly.
Chambly, yes.
Chambly,
yes.
At the movie theater, we're gonna unveil some behind the scenes footage of the whole tour of Africa, and not only that, but we got concert footage, concert songs, and just kind of give my heart behind the whole thing. And it's just really cool. It's gonna be a room full of like music minds, entertainment minds, industry minds, and then it's gonna be people that just love the music.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna be there tonight, and so I'm honored, man, bro. I'm living in a dream, bro.
Hey, man,
like,
look at God, man. Won't he do it?
Yeah, I really am, man. I'm living in a dream. Like, here I am, like we just were talking about. Like, I went against everybody leaving baseball, and dude, even nights where I was like, dude, I don't even know if this is gonna work. And now here I am. We're talking about getting ready to release an album that was recorded in Africa. It's cool, man.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So, like, in closing, what is some advice that you could give? You dropped a lot of gems in this interview, but I feel like, what's that cherry on top? What is some advice to anybody that you could provide? I want to do music. I'm a Christian. I'm scared how people may react to my view on things.
Yeah.
What is some advice that Todd can give?
The beautiful thing about even like you and your faith is that real, authentic relationship with God does not require you to look like anybody else. Like, it doesn't require that you do anything that anybody else has done before you. It's all about being your authentic self and allowing who you are to affect the world the way God intended for you to affect the world.
Right.
Like, nobody can do me like me. I can't do Kirk Franklin. I can't do anybody else. But as long as I stay within myself and do myself, be myself, dude, I'm gonna get I promise I'm gonna get the most impact worldwide out of everything that I do, because it's mine and I own it, and it's my intellectual property, because nobody can do me like me. So the advice is just be who you are. I'm talking about if it's swaggy, if it's thugged out, and like that's who you want to be in God. Let him take you just the way you are, as opposed to looking at the church figure and saying, I need to become a certain thing. Nah, be who you are, because there's so many people that are assigned to the person that you are, as opposed to the imposter. So that's my advice, man. I'm here where I am today because even though I left playing sports, I didn't stop being me. I didn't stop being the athlete that now sings. You know what I mean? So I'm still myself, and because of that, I can go into locker rooms and clubhouses, and the guys know that I ain't coming in there bashing nobody. I'm coming there to let you know that I'm one of the ones that I was wild. You know what I mean? But if I'm standing here with you today, it's real.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Word, man. Well, thank you very much for pulling up on us today,
Absolutely,
man. Thank you for
Anytime.
the gems. Thank you for the advice. You got an open door policy here at 20 Infinity Live, man. Instagram, Twitter, Apple Music. Plug yourself right now. Where can everybody get in contact with you, man?
The best way is ToddDulaneyLand.com, and then you'll be able to find it all. Merchandise, new CD will be there, as well as the DVD too. So you'll be able to purchase that. ToddDulaneyLand.com.
Todd Dulaney. It's a pleasure to sit down and chop it up with you.
Absolutely, my brother.
Yeah. I'm Moran the man. 20 Infinity Live, 96.7 The Beat. We out. 7.